Hello everyone, this is my reaction and summary video of Star Citizen Live taking flight from Friday.
Why another bomber?
Like with a lot of Star Citizen things, we want to not just give you one choice. Like if you like bombers, you have the Hercules, and whilst that will have its other bomb option in the future, there was like a huge range on there, and we wanted to put something in the middle there. And when we were coming up with the Spirit, we knew we wanted to do variants at that time, and like doing the base cargo one and a VIP one were a shoe-in. I was like, what's an interesting third one? And there were a few things that we could have gone with, but with the Hercules A2 in the lineup, it was like, well, let's put something in the middle of it.
Pause. At first glance, Crew's answer makes sense, but by the same logic, why not have a freelancer, a cutlass bomber?
And then the last Spirit was the executive, the VIP, stuff like this. I just want to touch on one thing, because VIP transport isn't really in the game at this point.
Hey, I can say this now, year 11, and we are still missing many mechanics, many professions, many basic gameplay loops.
There is a new tyre handling and vehicle handling model coming, and we had redone the ground vehicles for that. But because of the way time works, and 3.18 didn't come out on the Evocati before 3.17.3 came, we had to very quickly at the last minute put an approximation of those speeds in the old model, just to sort of get the ball running, because if we had saved it, that same change would have just happened very close after, and everyone loves to think that we nerf ground vehicles immediately after they're released, and that's not the case.
John, do you realize how silly this sounds? Yes, Star Citizen has a long way to go. There will be a lot more balance changes in the future. But why do Rock and Rock DS have now the same speed as a Racer, Cyclone RC? And why is Greycat STV the fastest ground vehicle now? This looks like marketing once again.
It was me and a lot of people inside the company being very angry, pointing fingers at me for doing this. Like, it's this or it's the other way, and they're both going to have some negative reaction, so let's do it now rather than later.
Again, why do Rock and Rock DS have not the same top speed as the Racer, Cyclone RC? I understand this was a quick decision, but even quick decisions can be done with a tiny little bit of effort.
Also at CitizenCon, we talked about master modes.
We knew those questions would come up, we just didn't have time to expand upon it in that piece. So when Rich and the team get a chance to do it again, like I say, it was supposed to be today, but sickness and holidays fought against us. We'll go over what the plans for those are, because it's their pet project that they've been working on for a long time, and it should really be them that gets to explain it in depth.
What can you tell me about the 600i rework?
Without spoiling the future thing, just to say layout wise, currently the 600i, the middle section is the module that changed. If you mentally think of the entire interior back half changing as the module now with the rework, and the middle section is the shared crew quarters, that's the best way of thinking about it in terms of where you're seeing these images. Like this one here is the back of the touring module now, so you see we've kept the big glass window. That's
we've tried to stay true to the exterior as much as we possibly can. There is going to be a few subtle changes. It shouldn't grow or shrink or change in any form, but there is, we need to improve the dock and collar,
the weapon and turret integration. And
the lifts are changing.
There's
escape pods,
some extra windows on the top.
So there is some exterior changes, but the majority of it's going to stay as true to its current form as possibly can.
What is this?
This is the cargo lift area of the Explorer.
This is a cargo lift?
Yep.
This is the fanciest cargo lift I've ever seen.
Origin.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And just to make people extra happy, that cargo lift fits a Nova on there now.
Yeah.
It fits a Nova?
Yep.
So
like when we say there was a lot of wasted space inside the 600i, there is a lot of space in there that we've claimed back with the modern way of thinking of doing layouts. Like there's actually 3 decks in the 600i rework, and the bottom one of the Explorer can hold that.
So we got the cargo deck.
Got the cargo lift.
Yeah.
You can kind of see in this, there's actually a few interior lifts as well to allow you to kind of move cargo up through the ship, because there's other areas of the ship that allow us to store cargo as well.
Yeah, the big cargo lift at, I guess, the middle of that picture only goes to the outside, and then the one closer to you goes between the decks.
There's more shot from the other angle.
Yeah, reverse angle of that one. Again, this is all concept. None of this is in production yet.
This is the armory.
Yep. So this is sort of top deck of the Explorer version.
Yeah, and there's, again, decent amount of size, so each crew should have multiple suit locker space, multiple weapon racks.
This is the middle deck of the Explorer. So this is the cargo ramp we talked about before. There is a storage room for all your stuff. When I was picking the images for this one, I gravitated to this one, and then the more I looked at it, I preferred the other color ones we have, because there's...
Was there another color?
There's like a
skipped it.
blue and orange one, and some other colors, but think of those light things as...
And then this is like a water wall.
Yes, it's a little triangular swimming pool, water feature, and off here you can just about see it in the back there, a sauna and steam room. So taking what we did for the 890, scale it down a little.
I was never a fan of Origin 600. I always thought this ship lacks a role. Explorer variant now being able to transport a tank, that's a huge change.
Like this is the PS is what really is. It's got to be wrecking havoc with your stuff. And what's this like? Am I wrong? Am I right?
No, you're absolutely right that a lot of the gameplay teams are now having to rethink their code to make it properly compatible with PS. I mean, a lot of it works, but a lot of it needs just some tweaks, some improvements.
You're doing a lot of work for hull scraping,
Yes.
for hull scraping, and is how's that going? Are we there? Is it done? Are you just coasting until 318 comes out?
Definitely not. There's still stuff to do, but we're at a really good point at the moment. It's mainly kind of putting the finishing touches on and bug fixing.
This was my summary reaction video. I hope you found it interesting and see you next time. Bye. Auf Wiedersehen. Trick Mule, you're so cute. I like you so very, very much. Look what a cutie she is. Yeah, I like. Fuck you! Hey, you're still here. You might want to join me on Twitter. My Twitter account is Camural_SC.